The overall aim of this group is more education and science driven, which is probably a bit better than just hanging on to old history like, maybe another Commonwealth does. The British Empire was quite a big deal. You've probably heard of it, or you may very well live in a nation that was once part of this empire. Today, however, you wouldn't really hear about nations like India, New Zealand, or South Africa being referred to as part of the British Empire. What you may instead hear is them being referred to as part of the Commonwealth, or more correctly, the Commonwealth of Nations. It's easy to get these two things mixed up. I mean, if you look at a map of either of them, they're pretty much the same area of land covered in each of them. Yet despite that, they are not the exact same thing. If I were to explain the difference between the Empire and the Commonwealth in a tad too oversimplified manner, I would say that in many ways the Commonwealth is the successor to the British Empire. Anyway, to really understand all of this, we probably need to figure out what exactly the British Empire was in the first place, right? Well, once again, explained simply, it was an empire set up by the British. Who would have thought, eh? Anyway, its origin started all the way back in the 16th century under the rule of Queen Elizabeth I. By this time, places like Spain and Portugal had already started building their own empires in the land they had discovered across the Atlantic. After seeing how much land this benefited them, the British wanted to crack at it as well. With an empire under their belt, Britain/the UK could gain more money, resources, and global influence. And it turns out that Britain was actually pretty good at this whole empire thing. And by good, I mean very ruthless and cruel to countless native peoples whose homes they claimed. Yeah, there's really not some great aspects to the British Empire, that's for sure. But from its beginnings, the British Empire expanded into parts of North and South America, Asia, Africa, and even the Pacific with nations like Australia and New Zealand. It went on to be the largest empire in world history, and at its peak covered a fifth of the entire planet's land. So yeah, this empire was pretty darn big. But this empire could not last forever. No empire really can. As the centuries moved on, citizens of land claimed by the Brits grew tired of the oversight of their imperial rulers. They wanted to be free of British rule and do their own thing. This yearning to be free grew even more in the aftermath of the First World War. This Great War saw many British dominions forced to fight on behalf of their ruler. It annoyed people who felt they were being dragged into a war they weren't really all that involved with. This led to a rising sense of nationalism in the parts of the empire, where they really felt they should have their own governing bodies. And eventually, Britain itself would agree with that. But before we continue, I want to say a huge thanks to my most recent patrons and super thanks leavers. So thank you to new patron Will DP and super thanks leaver Janar Mamal. I think I pronounced that right, sorry. Anyway, Patreon is the best way to financially support Name Explain, and donating just $1 a month gets you ad-free videos, a chance to say what names are explained, an exclusive monthly newsletter, and your name at the end of these videos. All of that can be found at patreon.com/nameexplained, which will be linked down below. Conversely, if you want to just make a one-time donation, you can leave a super thanks directly in the comments section of any of my videos here on YouTube. They help out tremendously too. Thank you. And also, hello, it's been a while. I haven't done a on-camera Monday video for like 3 weeks now, and I've missed it. Yeah, I haven't really talked about it all that much because I just didn't upload videos. I've just had some sort of stuff going on in my personal life. Nothing major, just summer holiday plans. We've been camping, we've been to other countries, we've been all over the place really. It's been really fun, but it's kind of just eaten into my work time, so I haven't had to make these videos. But no, it's great to see you all here. Hope you enjoy seeing my silly face again. It's great to be working with Amber again on another video. So yeah, let's crack on. Anyway, it was during the interwar period in the year 1926 that the empire started to shift into the Commonwealth as we know it today. It was in this year that the Balfour Declaration was agreed upon. This declaration made it so that Britain and its colonies/dominions were to be seen on equal footing, and while they would still be part of the British Empire, they would be able to do their own thing. And of course, as the years went on, most of these places gained complete independence from the British too. This basically put an end to the British Empire, as they no longer had actual control over these places. Yet there was still a desire for Britain and its former claims to have some kind of connection to one another. And this is where the idea of a Commonwealth comes into place. Commonwealths aren't a new thing. The earliest evidence we have of the term comes from 1445 according to the OED. It's the idea of a group of people or nations that come together for a degree of unison for some greater good. The name itself is quite literal. The common part means all these places have something in common or a common interest in being together, and the wealth part is all about their aim in being richer and more improved together, though it doesn't really link to financial riches, it's more like richer in happiness or equality or whatnot, though I think money probably does play a little role in it as well. The main aim of the Commonwealth of Nations that we have today is to promote peace and prosperity between their nations and help each other out in areas like human rights and business development. In many ways, it's very ceremonial things, and the leaders of the nations like to meet up for photo opportunities. But we do actually also have our own fun mini Olympics called the Commonwealth Games, and they're really fun. I went to go see the netball semi-final of the last Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. England lost, got beaten by Australia. God damn, but it's okay. Australia, fantastically good at netball. Also, just go watch some netball. It's a terrific sport. Like, so fun and fast and great. Yeah, just go watch netball. Better than football. What football? Both kinds of football. Why not? Their ties to Britain/the UK today really do vary. Some still have the British monarch as their head of state, with them even appearing on the money and whatnot, while others are still part of the Commonwealth, but don't recognise old Chucky Free or whoever's on the throne when you're watching this as their ruler. But in summary, the Empire and the Commonwealth are not the same thing, but one led to another, and a lot of the land that made up the Empire now makes up the Commonwealth. There are, however, some notable exceptions from the Commonwealth, specifically the USA and Ireland. They were both once part of the Empire, but are not part of the modern Commonwealth. In the case of the USA, by the time the Commonwealth was established, they were very much free of British rule and doing their own thing, so they never got the invite. And as for Ireland, well, they were once part of it, but when the Republic of Ireland left the UK in 1949, they actually stopped being part of it too. So yeah, the USA, never part of the Commonwealth, Ireland, once part of the Commonwealth. Finally, you may be wondering, did the Spanish or anyone else ever decide to start a Commonwealth after the fall of the Empire? Well, in regards to Spain, the answer is no. But the closest we have is the Organization of Ibero-American States, which is an organization which includes the nations of Iberia, as well as their former lands in the Americas. The overall aim of this group is more education and science driven, which is probably a bit better than just hanging on to old history like, maybe another Commonwealth does. Man, it feels so nice doing one of these on-camera videos again. I've really missed this, so please go suggest a topic down below which we cover in next Monday's Name Explain video. It could be about literally anything, and the topic can be as niche or broad as you like. I will then choose 3 of those topics and place them in a poll for my patrons to vote on. Then the winner from that poll will be the topic covered in next Monday's Name Explain video. You can vote in that poll, as well as enjoy many other great benefits by visiting patreon.com/nameexplain, which will be linked down below, and by donating just $1 a month. Thank you. Anyway, that's more than enough for myself. But don't forget to go follow me on Instagram where I'm NameExplainYT. And don't forget to join the Facebook page, Friends of Name Explain, where you can chat with myself and many other name nerds. Okay all, take care. Long time no speak or peer or just interact between a camera. Excited to be back doing this. So yeah, hopefully I still remember how to do it. I think the lighting's all okay. I think I'm in the center of the frame. Also, slight tangent before we carry on, I'm currently looking after a friend's dog, and their dog and our dog like to just go mad and play with each other, so if you hear some barking or squeaking in the background, it's that, but we'll manage. Okay, cool, let's go. Too oversimplified. Let's start again. We probably need to figure out what exactly the British... Yet there was still a desire for Britain and its former claims to have some... That's a bug. Cool, we're done. Hope that turned out okay. Bye.